This week, our Chesterton challenge is to perform the poem Chocolate Cake by Michael Rosen. Stick around for the end of the video to see the real recipe brought to life. Enjoy!
I love chocolate cake, and when I was a boy, I loved it even more. Sometimes we used to have for tea, and Mum used to say, if there's any left over, you can have it to take to school tomorrow to have at playtime.
And the next day, I would take it to school wrapped up in tin foil. Open it up at playtime and sit in the corner of the playground, eating it.
You know how the icing on top is all shiny and it cracks as you bite into it. And then there's the other kind of icing in the middle and it sticks to your hands and you can lick your fingers and lick your lips. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah.
Anyway, once we had this chocolate cake for tea, and later I went to bed. I found myself waking up and licking my lips and smiling.
I woke up proper. The chocolate cake. It was the first thing I thought of.
I could see it, so I thought, what if I go downstairs and have a little nibble, yeah?
It was all dark. Everyone was in bed, so it must have been really late. But I got out of bed and crept out of the door. There's always a creaky floorboard, isn't there?
Past Mum and Dad's room. Careful not to step on the broken toys and bits of Lego. You know what it's like to stand on Lego with your bare feet. Ow! Shh.
Downstairs.
Into the kitchen. Open the cupboard. And there it is. All shining.
So, I take it out of the cupboard. And I put it on the table. And I notice there's a few crumbs lying about on the plate. So I lick my finger and I run my finger all over the crumbs, scooping them up and into my mouth. Nice.
Then I look again, and on one side where it's been cut, it's all crumbly. So I take a knife. I think I'll just tidy that up a bit, cut off the crumbly bits, scoop them all up and into my mouth. Oh, nice.
Look at the cake again. That looks a bit funny now. One side doesn't match the other. I'll just even it up a bit, eh? Take the knife and slice. This time the knife makes a little cracky noise as it goes through that hard icing on top. A whole slice this time.
Or a whole slice this time, into the mouth. The icing on the top, the icing in the middle.
But now, I can't stop myself. Knife, I just take any old slice at it. Oh, and I've got this great big chunk, and I'm cramming it in. What a greedy pig, but it's so nice.
And there's another, and another. I'm squealing and smacking my lips and stuffing myself with it. But before I know it, I've eaten the whole lot. I look at the plate. It's all gone.
Oh no, they're bound to notice, aren't they? A whole chocolate cake does not just disappear, does it? What shall I do? I know. I'll wash the plate up and the knife and put them away. And maybe no one will notice, eh?
So I do that and creep and creep and creep back to bed. Into bed, doze off, licking my lips with a lovely feeling in my belly. Mmm.
In the morning I get up, have breakfast. Mum's saying, have you got your dinner, Mummy? Yes. And don't forget to take some chocolate cake. I stop breathing. What's the matter? She says, you normally jump at chocolate cake.
I'm still not breathing. She's looking at me closely now. She's looking just below my mouth. What's that? She says. What's what? I say.
What's that there?
Where?
There, she says, pointing at my chin.
I don't know.
It looks like chocolate, she says.
It's not chocolate, is it?
No answer.
I don't know.
She goes to the cupboard, looks in, up, top, middle, bottom, turns back to me. It's gone! It's gone! You haven't eaten it, have you?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know if you've eaten a whole chocolate cake or not? When? When did you eat it?
So I told her, and she said, well, what could she say? That's the last time I give you any cake to take to school. Now, go! Get out! No, wait. Not before you've washed your dirty, sticky face.
I went upstairs, looked in the mirror, and there it was, just below my mouth. A chocolate smudge, the giveaway. Maybe she'll forget by next week.
We hope you enjoyed this week's poem by Michael Rosen. I think it's time we made our own chocolate cake to enjoy together.
Firstly, you will need 2 cups or 256 grams of all-purpose flour. You will need 2 cups or 450 grams of granulated sugar, 3/4 of a cup or 75 grams of cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. You will need 1.5 teaspoons or 7 grams of baking soda, 1 teaspoon or 5 grams of salt, 1 cup of milk, half a cup of oil, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons or 10 ml of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of very hot water.
First, let's preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 176 Celsius. Then we need to mix together all our dry ingredients. So 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of granulated sugar. Then we need to add our cocoa powder, which was 3/4 of a cup. Then baking powder, so we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. And 1 teaspoon of salt. We want to mix together to make sure there are no clumps that might be there.
So now let's add the milk. Oil. Eggs. And vanilla extract. At this point we need to switch to a wooden spoon.
or a hand mixer to mix the ingredients. The batter will be very thick at this point.
Lastly, we will add our very hot water. While the mixer is on low, mix slowly until it is all incorporated. Your batter will be kind of runny, which is good. Use a spatula to scrape the sides.
Right, now it's time to grease and flour our pans ready for the cake mix to go into. Right, they're ready. We don't want the cakes to stick, so this is a really important step.
Using a cup or a spoon, evenly distribute the cake batter between the cake cases. Bake until when you poke the centre of the cake with a toothpick or a fork until it comes out nice and clean.
Now we want to take our cakes out and let them cool for 10 minutes. Next, we take them out of the pans and let them cool on the rack for another 20 to 30 minutes. And then we're ready to decorate them.
Let's decorate! Yay! So, you may want to put the cake in the fridge for the frosting to set, but you may have the same problem as me, that the fridge is full. But it's not necessary, so you can just serve it up straight away. So, here we go. Let's have some chocolate cake.